So, welcome everyone. For today, we'll be talking about what makes you a good fashion designer or what makes you a tailor. Mostly, it's called a fashion design because the field of sewing now is more than or expects more than what we usually know as a tailor. So, we'll be talking about what makes you a good fashion designer. We have many people into the business of fashion and designing, but you still can be unique. You can be unique in your own work and you can stand out and make a lot of money and a lot of things. But first, it's not just learning how to pick a dress, cut, sew. That's important, but that's not all. So there are other factors, mental factors and emotional factors you have to get for it to make you a good fashion designer. This particular thing will help you in dealing with your clients and also will help you in pricing, help in many different areas, and you will come to see that you become distinguished, become unique from how other people sew. So this particular lecture now is for those who are into fashion and designing, and also for those who are intending to come into fashion design. This is an overview or what you should know as a fashion designer. Fashion designing first starts with your mentality. Your mentality. Your mentality has much to do with your fashion and designing. You must be someone who loves good things, someone who loves new innovation, someone who is versatile to different things for you to become a good fashion and designer. You know, the dress that was worn in 1980s, the 1990s are not the dress we wear now. You can't dispute over that. That's very true. So for you to be a very good fashion designer, you must be someone who moves along with the pace. You move along with pace. So to say, you are not stagnant. If someone who goes to the internet or goes to other places to see how things are done, not only relying on what you learned, but how to see how you can improve what you learned and also adapt to the new ways of doing things. That's first, that's mentality. As I said, dress worn in the 90s are not the dress worn now. So if you're still sewing the dress worn in the 90s, I wonder who will patronize you. So as a fashion designer, you move according to pace. So in effect, as a fashion designer, you learn every day. You learn every day. You go online, you ask people, interact with people, and then you see the new and current ways of doing things. That one makes you a fashion designer. Note, you learn every day. Every day is learning. See things, interact, try and wear how you can do new things into your fashion work. That will make you a fashion designer. You are not stagnant. Another thing that makes you a good fashion designer is a passion. Passion for your work. You not only work for money. If you work for money alone, you end up just getting the money, and you may not want to improve because you just feel all you need is to get the money. But once you have passion for it, it pleases you when you do new things and you grab new designs. That's when you are a fashion designer. So you must learn to have passion for the job you do. Passion will move you to learn more. Passion will move you to learn things that are hard because you have passion for them. You'll be able to learn them and understand them better. But if you don't have passion for them, sincerely telling you, it's difficult. It's very difficult learning. But so you must have passion for your job, not just for the money. Fashion designing is a broad spectrum. It's a very broad field which you learn. And it's always said that a jack of all trades is a master of none. A jack of all trades is a master of none. So as a fashion designer, you must be a specialist. There are people who sew different types of dress, but they are specialists in sewing suits. There are those who are specialists in sewing trousers, and there are those who are specialists in sewing women dresses. So as a fashion designer, you must be a specialist. And as a specialist, you focus on a particular dress you sew. Although you sew others, but a particular dress, you must be perfect. Take for example a fashion designer who sews men dress, women dress, and different types of dress, but he's a specialist in suits. Then people around your area will know that when it comes to suits, he sews other dress, but when it comes to suits, give it to him. He will give you perfect. So be a specialist fashion designer. If you want to be specialist in sewing trousers, then sew trousers to the quality standard, to the best standard. So as a fashion, even if you sew other dress, you have to be a specialist in a particular dress. As I said, fashion designer is a very broad spectrum, very broad field, and there are other things you have to include into your work. This is part one of the video. When we come back, we'll talk about different aspects and different qualities needed to be a good fashion designer. And there's one aspect of fashion designing we call ready to wear. You make ready to wear. In effect, as you don't take people measurements, but you take a sample of measurements, sew a dress, display it, and people come buy it. Are you into that? If you are not into that, there is much you have to learn. So there are much more and many more things you need to learn to be a perfect and a good fashion designer.